Hello?
Hello, hi James. This is Maxim from Stackpay Solutions. Thanks for joining the call. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, thanks. Let's get to it.
So, James, you were interested in a payment gateway solution, and I'm here to help you better about what we offer and how we can help your business. To start off, James, I would like to understand what are you using the payment gateway for, and if you're using a payment gateway already, what are some of the challenges that you're facing?
Right? So, we're mainly using it for processing online payments on our e commerce platform. The current system is just slow and the fees are eating into our margins. Plus, the support when things go wrong has been pretty frustrating.
Got it. James, and can you also help me understand what is your typical volume on a weekly or a daily basis? And what are the use cases that you all normally have on your e-commerce platform?
We handle around 5,000 transactions a week, mostly retail sales, with some occasional bulk orders from business clients.
Got it, got it. James, so we were well equipped to handle the problems that you are facing right now. To start off, you have a challenge with slow processing and high transaction fees. So we at StackPay Solutions offer parallel processing across rails, and there is a real-time status for every payment that is going on. So we are able to give you very accurate and very fast processing for all the payments that are happening on the platform, and our transaction fees are very competitive, and we provide volume based dynamic pricing as well. So for your current volume, we would be offering a price of about 2.5% plus $0.3 for the transaction, and as your volume increases you will have a volume based discount as well. And regarding your challenge with customer support, we have a dedicated manager working with you for all your challenges, and we have a 24 bar 7 team who respond typically within 1 hour SLA for every request that you raise.
All right, that sounds promising on the processing speed and support front. The 2.5% plus 30 cents per transaction is a bit on the higher side for us, though. You mentioned volume discounts. How steep are those discounts as we scale?
So the discounts can vary from your volume very drastically, James. So this can range anywhere from another 40 to 70% reduction in the price that you're paying based on the volume that you're able to attain. So James, can you help me understand how much are you expecting your volume to grow? Right now, you said that you're at 5,000 transactions a week. How do you expect this to pan out over the next 6 months or next 12 months?
Well, we're aiming for at least a 30 to 40% increase in transaction volume over the next year, maybe more if things go well. But that kind of growth isn't guaranteed, so I'm cautious about relying too much on volume discounts to hit our cost targets.
Sure, James, no problem. So we can work something out on the pricing. So we can also work something out when you start off for the first 3 to 6 months. We can offer you a discounted price so that you can take a look at how the platform performs and does it deliver the ROI that you're looking for, because you have more than one issue that you're facing with your current provider. And we can circle back on the pricing a few months later again to figure out something that mutually works.
Okay, that's a fair approach. I do like the idea of a trial period to see if your platform actually delivers on speed and support without causing disruptions. But honestly, the transition phase worries me. Any downtime or glitches could hit our sales hard. How do you handle integration and minimize risk during that switch?
Sure. So, James, we have a very well documented integration guide which works with all the normal technologies that you're working on. So, if you can tell me a little bit more about your technology currently, I can tell you how easy is it for you to set up and switch to our platform in terms of the programming effort that is required.
All right, sure. We're mostly running on a mix of Java backend with some Node.js services, and our front end is React based. We also have a few legacy systems that still talk to the payment gateway, so any integration has to be smooth enough not to break those.
Sure. James, Java and React are one of the most common platforms that integrate with our API. So typically, this doesn't take more than 1 to 2 days of effort to switch to our platform because it's an open endpoint which you can hit and easily configure, and your technical team should be able to do it very, very quickly. So that should not be a hassle at all. And we also offer something which can be done via a GUI itself, where the transactions can be integrated with your system fairly quickly, even if you have like a low programming expertise. And because it's an open endpoint, it is not really specific to the technologies that you're working on. Even if you have a legacy system, as far as it's able to hit API endpoint, you should be able to make the switch fairly quickly and easily.
Okay, that sounds good on the integration front. Quick switch with minimal hassle is definitely what we need. But, I'm still thinking about the cost side. Your price is higher than some other options we're looking at. How does your solution justify that premium?
Sure. So one of the things that we also offer is a very fast payout time, James. And because we are offering you a very high response time and extremely high reliability, I think the other benefits that you will get from our platform is something that will offset the cost. And just to understand this better, James, can you help me understand what is the transaction fee that seems comfortable for you?
Well, I'm looking for something that's closer to 2% per transaction, ideally. Anything above that starts to feel like it's cutting too deep into our margins, especially with our current volume. It's not just about the fee, though. I need to see real improvements in speed and support to justify paying extra.
Absolutely, James. So because this is close enough to the transaction number that I mentioned, so that is definitely something that I can look at internally and get back to you with the best price. So what I would also recommend, James, is in the meantime, if you have a smaller part of your um, transactions which you would like to try on the platform, so we allow A/B testing to be done as well, so that you don't have to move your entire workflow to our system. Maybe you can pick up one part of your orders and try it on our system just to see how it feels like, what's the difference like, and then you will be in a better place to make that call on whether switching to our platform makes a little more sense.
All right, that trial approach makes sense. I like the idea of testing with a smaller batch first to avoid any major disruption. Just make sure your support is solid during that phase, because if it drags or causes issues, that's a deal breaker for us.
Absolutely, James. So we will make sure that you have the best experience with us. We have worked with several other clients who are doing something very similar in the e-commerce space, and they have been very happy customers. So I'm sure that you will also have a great experience.
Okay, good to know you've got some experience with e-commerce clients. That gives me a bit more confidence. Just keep in mind, our IT manager, Jessica, will be digging into the technical side thoroughly, so you'll need to be ready to answer her questions too.
Sure, sure, James. We'll be happy to do that. And we are very well covered in terms of data security, privacy, in terms of the infosec side of the whole ecosystem, which we understand really well, because when it's down to payments, we want to make sure that there is nothing happening which is fraudulent, something which is illegal. So our system is well equipped in terms of being able to pick up any fraudulent transaction, any unauthorized transactions, something which keeps all your transactions safe and sound. So we'll be very happy to talk to Jessica about it and explain how we do it.
All right, that's reassuring. Fraud prevention is definitely a priority for us, so I'll expect you to provide detailed info to Jessica on that. I'll also want to see some references or case studies from clients with similar security needs.
Sure. So James, I can send over some case studies in the similar space that we have done, which might give you a better idea of what we offer and how we help businesses who are working with us scale very quickly in terms of their revenue. And we would be happy to talk to Jessica if you can give us some time or some slots which would be feasible for Jessica to connect, or if you can give me her email, we can reach out to her and find a suitable time to talk as well.
All right, I'll check with Jessica about her availability and get back to you with some slots. You can have her reach out via her work email. It's jessica.mcarter at our company domain.
Perfect. All right. And James, what would be the good next steps from here? Would it be good to connect maybe next week once you have had a discussion internally. And in the meantime, I can send you the case studies to take a look at as well. And maybe we can have a better demo next time where you can take a look at the product, see what we offer, both in terms of our integrations, our support, and how our platform looks like in terms of analytics that you get, the payouts that you are able to look at, the analytics in terms of how your volume has been in terms of different categories, which will help you understand your entire financial projections and your financial incoming transactions so far.
All right, that sounds like a solid plan. Send over the case studies and I'll get Jessica to review them. We can connect next week for the demo and go over the details. If everything checks out, I'm ready to move forward with the trial.
Perfect, James. And what would be a good time to connect next week? Does Tuesday, somewhere between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., sound good?
Tuesday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. works for me. Let's lock it in. Looking forward to it.
Perfect, James. I'll send you an invite and the case studies as discussed. It was really nice talking to you, James. I'll look forward to reconnecting with you next week, and I'll set up some time with Jessica by connecting with her as well.
Sounds good. I appreciate your time today. Talk to you next week then. Goodbye.